What's good, fam? So today's video is gonna be black experiences. No, being black and I don't know, whatever. Basically, being black in America, number 2, experience number 2. But whatever, it's just gonna be a lot of those videos I see. Um, but also YouTube is censoring my videos, so when you go on my profile, you can't see all my videos, and you have to like type them up and go look for them. And that's happened to a lot of YouTubers I've been watching, and it's just like, damn. My stuff is being censored, but I'm gonna put it like in a list so people can go just type it in if they're interested, because I have other videos, and I looked on someone else's phone and I saw that only certain videos. I have about like maybe 20 something videos, and only like 6 or 7 pop up. And like every time I check, sometimes my videos get taken down, and a lot of my comments get taken down too. So YouTube does censor your stuff, just to give you guys a heads up, and it doesn't let you know, any of my subscribers, that I'm back or uploading videos or anything. And it doesn't let me know about your comments either. So if I get comments late and don't respond, it's not because like I'm just like fuck you. It's just I don't get it. And like sometimes I just like to go back and check my profile, and I just see new comments that are hidden. So yeah, just a heads up. But this experience today, well, 3 things happened basically. I think it was 4, but I'm just gonna go through the list. First thing in the order, this lady, the white people. It wasn't all white people, but this woman, she was entitled, and it was a narrow street, and like city streets just be very narrow, and sometimes you have to wait till one car goes to go up or go down. And the lady, I was already coming up, and she was waiting, and she honked at me, so nobody was going anywhere, so I stopped. And then I moved up a little bit, still blocked away, and she said nothing and nothing. And it's just the people out there, and not just in general, white people in general, and it's not all. So if you listening and you're white or whatever, don't take it to offense if you don't feel entitled. It's that simple. But the majority of you as a collective do, definitely, especially when it comes to black people. I mean, every other group of people too, but especially when it comes to us. And then after that, she was quiet. She didn't say nothing scary. And the thing is, I was going to move over for it, but I really couldn't. It was not enough room for 2 cars. But it just shows you the entitlement. She just thought like, hurry up, black person, hurry up. You're getting on my nerves. You're taking too long. No. So I took my time, and she knew better to rush me again, and I moved. And then the second experience, I was on the clock at my job, and because I deliver food, so I went to this Chinese spot, and when I first got there, it was one Chinese man. And Asian people, when you go to their businesses, especially not in the hood, because in the hood they know better, but or at least some hoods, at least the ones out here. And but some places they just rude, and they look at you like, "What do you want? Hurry up and get the fuck out." So it's just like, yeah. So the man, he was the only one on the floor, so it's not like there was anybody else. And I understand it was a Saturday, but he didn't say anything to me. He literally just, I said hi, and nothing. I said hello, nothing. So nothing. So a woman, an older Chinese woman came out, and I said hi, how are you? I said your employee's rude. He didn't say hi to me. And she's like, that's not his job. Don't worry about it. Like basically, she had an attitude that I had to like correct them, and I let her know. I said this is a business, and I said if I come in there, you need to say hi, acknowledge me. And she said, don't worry about that. She said something. She had an attitude. I couldn't really understand her. Her accent was thick because she was talking really fast. And she just wasn't really making too much sense. And I told her, I said it was rude. I came in here. He didn't have to. And she was basically saying that wasn't his job to acknowledge me. But the thing is, literally, he was on the iPads because it's a system, and they know when the person has arrived. So when I arrive, he knows. I don't think I slid the arrival button, but still, if I come to you with a phone and you're on the iPad, common sense should let you know, oh, let me see if this order's ready, especially since you know that I'm coming to pick the orders up that you're working on the iPads or whatever, the tablets. But no, they just saw, oh, this nigger, I don't know what they saw. I don't know. I really don't know if they saw it like that, but then after that, he got mad. He was like, that's not my job. That's not my job. You need to leave me alone. So they were just very rude. And I wasn't being rude. I was just trying to explain to them that, if you're busy, all you have to do is acknowledge me and say, hi, give me a second, I'll get someone. But no, they didn't. They just straight up attacked me. Then they both coming at me, the man saying it's not my job. And then I said, shut the fuck up, because at that point he had nothing else to say. He became really animated when I started telling his coworker about him. And then he was like, oh, you can't talk to me like that. And I just imitated it. I said, you can't talk to me like that. You can't talk to me like that. Because I wanted him to understand how it felt. And then after that, I just ignored him, and he kept talking. And I wanted him to understand how it felt to ignore someone. Like, you're conducting a business. You shouldn't have partnered up with the company if you don't want black people, because black people do DoorDash and Uber Eats people. So sad to say, your delivery drivers 9 times out of 10 are gonna be niggas, or 9 times out of 10 gonna be niggas. So if you don't like it, too bad. So yeah, and then after that, the lady, she ignored me. She went to the kitchen, didn't say anything. And at first I thought she went to the kitchen to go see if the order was ready. No, she just literally ignored me and walked past me. And then these two women came. They were like Hispanic or white. And they came, and she just got a menu for both of the menus, and she just ignored me. And I followed her. I said, excuse me, ma'am, excuse me, how many minutes? And I just kept saying, how many minutes, how many minutes, how many minutes, how many minutes, how many minutes. And like, it was just, I had to pull teeth to just get them to tell me how many minutes the food was gonna be ready. I wasn't about to just stand there and float and just hope that they were gonna acknowledge me. First of all, I'm a fucking alpha. I'm a fucking god, a goddess, a queen, king, whatever fuck, and you gonna fucking acknowledge me. I don't care. And they knew better. And then after that, a third man came, and they kind of circled around me, and like a part of me was kind of looking at them like, are these people about to attack me? And I don't know, it could have went differently if people weren't in the buildings, because Asian people savage. There are videos of them attacking black people like they look at us like savages. So in my mind, I was like, oh my goodness, I hope they don't attack me. I mean, I could have took maybe the old lady and maybe threw a chair or two and got out, but that definitely did run across my mind, especially after seeing these videos as of lately, and a lady who got punched by a Chinese man or Asian man, she died. So I thought about her, and I just thought about the many countless black women that they definitely attack. So in my mind, I was just thinking like that was just a thought. So then the third man, he came out and he was like, come here, like the way he said come here, like I was a dog. And I didn't come here. I looked at him crazy. I didn't even walk to him. And he walked to me. He's like, what's the problem? He said, you need to behave. And I said, first of all, I'm not a dog, so don't you fucking tell me to behave. I'm a grown-ass fucking woman. I told him that. And I said, and he was like, and I told him, I said, if I was white, all of you would have acknowledged me and we wouldn't even be having these problems. None of them said anything. And then the people in the back that they were seating they were just watching and just seeing how it goes. And it was crazy, but I was the angry black person. I was that angry black woman. And like it didn't even have to turn into that when they could have acknowledged me and be like, give me a second. But I had to let it be known, and I had to pull teeth and nails with them, and like let it be known, like, you're not about to talk to me. You need to give me give me respect. When I come in, you don't have to like me, but you need to respect me enough to do your job, because I'm here to do one thing. I'm not here to argue with you guys. You're not making me money. And the company I was working with at the time, they not paying me for the time, so I'm trying to just get the order as quick as possible. And finally, after going back and forth, they told me 5 minutes. So why was that so hard? Why was that so hard? Why did I have to get aggressive and call forth the energy of the ancestors, and have to be the quote unquote angry black person in the restaurant? Because that's what I look like. And it was this black man, and he a coon nigga, and I don't like coons. If you're a coon, I don't fuck with you. Simple as that. I don't fuck with you worse than anybody. You're the worst thing on this planet to me. A coon and a rapist. Those are the only two things I don't fuck with. Coon, rapists, and liars, and thieves. But thieves could get a pass depending on why they did it. Because, I understand. If you don't got something, sometimes you gotta steal something. But the top three I just named, fuck no. Fuck you guys. But coons and rapists, number ones. Coons and rapists. I don't fuck with those. And the man, the only reason why I'm not saying like he had to jump in or anything, guys, don't get me wrong, but trust me, if that was me, and I felt like they was attacking somebody, one of my people, I would have jumped in and be like, y'all not about to talk to them like that. Y'all need to show them respect, because she did come in there, and I came in there respectful. I promise you, I didn't come in there wilding out like a nigga. Just wanted to know, and they all had attitudes, and I understand, I'm not putting money in their pockets, but the thing is, I deliver their food, so if I want to be petty, I can go to the hood and give their food to some homeless crackheads or homeless people, or someone who needs it, and the people gonna call them, and that was $80 worth of food, and that would have hurt them, but, don't get me wrong, like, I have no problem doing that. No problem, because that's the only way these people understand, hurt their money, and they will understand and know how to treat somebody. But it all worked out anyway. um, and but the point is, the man was there, and he was black, but he was like this big black man. And the thing is, I think the black people out there are just sweet and let those people talk to them any type of way anyway. Sorry about that. Had to get something for my cat, but yeah, so the man basically asked him a simple question as, is this, and maybe he could have been frustrated, but the man looked like he bought a lot of food. So it's just like, to me, there's a way you conduct business. And growing up, I used to hear that Asian people or like foreigners used to talk to us crazy, and trust and believe, I'm gonna get back on that, but I experienced, my first time experiencing something with foreigners was when I was like, maybe like 14, 15, or 16. But anyway, the man just asked a simple question, is the silverware there? The man said, yes, yes, it's in there. Everything's in there. I put it in there. Like, his attitude was just horrible. And like, they didn't seem to have an attitude with the Hispanic women or white women. I don't know what they were, but they were really light skinned, but they were speaking Spanish. But there are white Hispanics, so I mean, they're all the same anyway. But yeah. um and yeah, and he just kind of just let him talk to him like that. And I was looking at the man like, you a bitch. You a whole bitch to let this man talk to you like that. And the thing is, literally, I felt their energy. They, like I said, they surrounded me like they were the police and just ganging up on me, all yelling. And you talk to me. One person's like, you need to learn to behave. You need to. And one person's like, don't talk to me. You come in here acting crazy. And then the other lady's talking to Chinese. It was just a lot going on, and I could feel people's energy. And like, those people were looking at me like I was some wild, and like, instead of them coming out trying to defuse the situation and seeing who was in the wrong, they just looked at me as being in the wrong. So you know what? I just was like, after they told me the 5 minutes, I said thank you. Was that so hard to just tell me the 5 minutes? And I know some people are like, no, no, you should just walk away. But hell no, no. These people need to know. And I'm sorry to say, like, if you let people talk to you like that, you deserve to be talked to like that. And you deserve whatever they do and say to you. But then I left and I came back, and it was cool, because I delivered it. Yes, I had to go through the most to get that, but I ended up getting $20 off of it, so it was worth it. Whew, it definitely was worth it, but it was a lot of, like, I had to scream, not like scream, but I had to do a lot of, like, asserting my voice over them, because they were over talking me when I was trying to explain to them what was going on. Like, if I was trying to say your coworker is rude, they didn't say, they were like, ah, 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 ah. So I had to, back and forth, but get my point across and still be articulate, like, and not just spaz. I had to be articulate and let them know that they were wrong, and I need to let them know that that's not how you run a business, because I want to one day become a CEO, guys. And because that's true liberation. I want to be the boss. I want to call the shots. I want to be able to give us jobs. I want to be able to put money back in our pockets, because that's true liberation. Economic power in our pockets, circulating in our communities and pockets only. Nobody else's. Nobody's white mixed babies or whatever babies. Nope, just black babies. Sorry to say, don't care. Don't get me wrong. If you are a biracial baby, you know, um, or a product of a biracial relationship, I don't hate you, I don't dislike you, and as long as you understand that you're always going to be seen as a nigga, and the only time you're not going to be seen as a nigga is when it's convenient to whoever who's not a nigga, you know yeah, and you're down for the family, I fuck with you, you part of the family. But the second you seem fickle, and you want to be a flip-flop pancake ass nigga, you out the family. And it's that simple. You out the family with the coons, the sellouts. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're black. I don't care. Like, I will disown you and make sure you're no longer part of the community. Consciously, subconsciously, consciously, whatever. If I have to put a picture up and be like, this person is no longer part of the black family because they did this, that, and the third, then so be it. You will be exposed and you won't be part of the family. But yeah, just so people don't think like I have no hatred, because there's black people who are mixed, or black, because you could be a product of rape. You never know, so that's just an extreme example. You never know. So I'm not gonna knock your story because I don't know all the factors. But as long as you're down for the fam, I'm down for you. It's that simple. And then the last experience, or the other experience, I was going to the Cheesecake Factory. Oh, I mean, this is a little one, but I went to McDonald's for another order, and a lady opened the door, but she opened it for herself. But at the same time, I was coming out first, so I wasn't about to like let her go through because I was coming out and I'm going first. Simple as that. And yeah, and I just said thank you. She said sure, but in such an arrogant, like, sure, whatever way. And that's just another thing with them, just so arrogant. Ugh. And the last thing, I went to the Cheesecake Factory. because I had to go pick up that last order. Excuse me. And uh, so I was crossing the street, and don't get me wrong, yeah, I was jaywalking, but it was raining, and the thing is, the light was red. So I mean, I know how to cross the street, and everyone jaywalks where I live. Everybody of every race. So no one could be like, well, white people don't jaywalk, or black people just jaywalk all crazy. No, everyone jaywalks. And the thing about white people, not all, but some of them, they just cross the street and hope you don't hit them. Like, and the thing is, like, no, my girlfriend and I, we don't be stopping. Like, we'll go around you, or we'll speed up, or we'll, like, let you know we're not stopping. We've never stopped. And they either run across the street, or they don't cross the street because they know we're not letting them go. It's that simple. Or if they, like, think that, like, we've never stopped. Like, I remember one time we were on a campus, and some white boys thought we was about to stop for them, and we kept going, and they literally was an inch from getting hit, and they looked back like, oh my God, you guys are actually gonna hit us. Hell yeah, we were gonna hit you. Like, no, this new generation, and any blacks that are listening, anyone in the melanated family, globally, in America, don't take that shit. Don't take that shit. I'm a warrior, so I'm not taking